Oh, hey everybody! All right, here we are. Another happy hour, another Friday.
Yay, Friday!
It's a little bit shadowier. Is that a word? I don't know. Is it?
It is now.
Yeah. It's like, oh my goodness, eh?
First off, a very happy birthday to Fran. It was yesterday, but Fran, hope you had a great birthday. She turned 29 yesterday.
Yeah, me too. Oh, Fran, you don't look a day over 29, trust me. I'm just going to share with these guys. 1 second. And what are we doing today?
Well, today we're sort of finishing off our series of Tiki drinks. If you recall, the Tiki theme is characterized by fruity and sort of sweet and lots of rum in most of it. So we're gonna do a hurricane because we did the zombie. Mm-hmm. It seemed like a natural progression. We mixed one up. Really, if you do the zombie, you switch out the one kind of juice for the other kind of juice. I think it was pineapple in the zombie.
Yeah, I
can't remember. You change it out for orange and passion fruit. It's basically the same drink, similar strength and everything. So rather than flog a dead horse, we figured we'd go on to a few of the lesser known ones that we thought were kind of cool. So the first one up is Navy Grog.
Yeah.
And I think this one we need to dedicate to Les from Texas and his shipmates. Les was a proud member of the U.S. Navy aboard the U.S. Oh God, I better get this right.
Try.
No, USS Constitution. I'm pretty sure that was it. Let me know if I got that wrong, Les. But we will toast to you and your other Navy guys when we make that. You were going to say something?
Yeah, I just wanted to, what was your feeling on Facebook today? So I'm just going to ask you a wee little question. Do you guys ever send your husbands or your wife a meme thinking that, you wouldn't actually post it because it might be a little bit funny or embarrassing? Did you mean to put the big smiley face on the post and have it appear on everybody's timeline? So, if you're wondering what I sent my darling husband, and you probably have already seen it, is this hilarious meme, and it's basically, what is the joke again? What do you call a cougar who gets hearing aids?
Yeah. That's pretty tame compared to some of my friends.
Yeah, you look at horror on it.
Not mention any Dan names, but
yeah. So the punchline is it's called the Def Leopard. So, anyways, I thought that was pretty hilarious, and now everybody knows that you think it's funny too. So
it was funny.
Yeah.
So that calls for drink.
Yes. And what else are we doing? We're doing the Navy Grog and
the Jungle Bird. I keep calling it Canopy Bird. You know where I got that? I figured it out.
No.
When we get Salt Spring Island coffee, we buy the Canopy Bird blend. And a Jet Pilot. So they're all a little bit different. The Jet Pilot's actually a blender drink. It actually can go either way, but we're going to try it blended today just because that's our level of dedication to you.
And again, we've been experimenting with these all week long.
Yeah, my liver hates my guts.
Yeah.
Hates the rest of my guts. Navy Grog comes from, it's an old term from the 1700s, back in 1740. It used to be that British naval, everyone over the age of whatever it was serving in the British Navy, were given a pint of rum a day.
Oh, that would work for me, actually. I think that wouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, you can see how certain things aboard a ship, maybe in the middle of the North Atlantic, might be a little bit, difficult on that. So, British Vice Admiral Edward Vernon decided that they needed to water down the rum partly to make it go a little further.
Yeah.
And then to make it a little more palatable, people started adding sugar, and they were also issued fruit juice. So the fruit juice was to citrus fruit. It wards off scurvy.
That's right.
And the rum, I guess, wards off reality.
Exactly.
So
Sarah's loving your shirt, by the way.
oh, okay, yeah. I'm running out of loud, obnoxious tropical shirts. There's one I could probably also fit a family of 4 in here with me, but I'm sitting down, so it doesn't look too stupid.
Yeah, and you purchased a couple, so
Yeah. Oh yeah.
more to come.
Yeah, more to come. Anyway, the by then unpopular Admiral Vernon used to wear a Grogham cloak. He was nicknamed Old Grog, and that's where the name Grog came from. Now Grog can really refer to any boozy drink.
All right.
So we're going to start this one with filling the old shake with ice.
I'm not done with the song.
I think it's looking for my large shaker of salt.
Oh, there you go. That's what it was, yeah.
That would be a margarita. We're going to do the trio of rums again. We're going to start, here it is. We're going to start with a dark. We're going to do an ounce of each of these. So those of you who are math whiz will know that that's 3 ounces of rum.
Is the other side of that 2 ounces?
Yeah, so I got a new one of these. So a full side of this is 1 ounce. Then there are lines on the inside. I'm sure you can't see them. I can barely see them from here. At 3/4 and half an ounce. A full one of that is 2 ounces with a line at 1.5.
Toys. Got new toys.
Well, I mean, the nice thing about this is it's got, the edges are curled over, so you don't, so it pours clean, you know, as opposed to spilling it all over myself and smelling like a distillery for the remainder of the evening. Not that that's a bad thing. It just clashes with my Chanel number 5 is all.
So you got dark rum, and you got medium rum, and you got...
Yeah, so depending on the recipe, basically you're using 3 rums. So I've got, I'm using Diplomatico Mantuano. It's a Venezuelan rum. It's dark. It's really smooth. I'm using an aged rum. This is Brugal from the Dominican. And I tried to get the one that I had from Manila. I couldn't find it, so I'm using the Havana Club, which is really nice too, I found out.
Jeff would like you to know, to water it down is sacrilegious. The rum.
Yes.
Right?
You're absolutely right,
Yeah.
Jeff. Damn it. Sacrilege. We add to this...
Another toy.
Yeah, this is dollar store here, so yeah, don't get too excited. We're going to add 3/4 of an ounce of fresh squeezed lime juice. I promise I just squeezed this.
He did. I watched.
3/4 of an ounce of grapefruit. I forgot the grapefruit juice. Would you mind grabbing me the grapefruit juice?
Here I go again. All right. I'm off. Is it already poured, or is it in the...
No, it's in the jug.
Okay.
We're going to use, so it calls for an ounce of honey syrup, which is like simple syrup, just made from honey, same way. But we're going to use, you might recall, end of June, we did a series with Queen Bee Honey Farms up the road. And so when we were experimenting with these this week, I tried some of their raspberry rose hibiscus syrup. It really worked. So
Fresh squeezed.
shut up. So we're going to use a full ounce of the honey syrup.
Okay.
Go back and get the grapefruit juice. We're going to use 3/4 of an ounce of this.
And we practiced with a skinny version of this one too, right? Was it this one or the other one? It was really good.
Did we just cut the liquor down on it?
I think we cut the liquor down and got rid of the honey syrup. No, I don't think it was this one. I think it was
No, it was the
others.
other one.
Yeah,
It was the other one.
I'll post it later.
So we're gonna give this a shake.
Windy, we have the patio lanterns on, my favorite thing. Alright.
So this one, we're stuck. Let's do this one in a, no, let's do this one in the Collins glass.
Okay.
So the way we're gonna do this, getting my ice game together, I hope you all notice it.
I'm just closing the honey because, well, there's bees around.
Good
Alright.
point. Very good point.
Yes,
This
yes.
one has some carbonation to it. So we've got our homemade soda water. I don't think you really need to measure this, but they call for 2 ounces.
You put it in first?
I'm putting it in first, because then you don't have to stir it as much, and when you don't have to stir it, is that even going to work? That's not going to work. I'm going to transfer that to a larger
you go.
glass. Yeah, that'll work.
Alright.
And
Shake, shake, shake. Or if you're straining, you forgot strainer.
that's fine.
Oh, okay.
This works just as well.
Oh, that looks yummy.
This guy gets a garnish of an orange slice, and never without our Luxardo cherries. My favorite store downtown, the Vintage Spirits down on Pandora. They've got a great big, massive can of Luxardo cherries. It's $70. It could last you for a decade.
Do you even eat these things?
What's that?
The cherries? Do you
Oh,
eat
they're
them?
delicious. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. So look at that. Hey, isn't that beautiful? Now I'm only going to have a little sip because I'm taking pictures. We just launched our blog.
Yeah,
I need
so
recipe
looking like
pictures.
very much of a rum cocktail.
Yeah. Very good. Very tasty. It's
You
good.
sure?
Yeah.
You're not.
No, it's good. I've had a lot of them this week.
Yeah.
Liver. Oh.
Yeah, I like that. So with this one, the dark rum is coming through.
Okay.
But again, for some reason, the raspberry rose hibiscus just works. So we're going to put that one to the side and move on to the jungle bird.
So while he's just for a second here, I was mentioning we were launching the blog, and the reason we're doing that is to put all the recipes there because I can't find them. So John, how many cocktails have you made since we've been doing this show? How many do you think?
3.
Yeah.
No, 5.
No, seriously, how many do you think?
29.
Yeah, no, 58. 58 cocktail recipes.
No wonder I can't remember shit. I can't remember how to make any of these.
Yeah, so
like
they're
not
all-
even, I'll finish this one and I won't be able to, I don't even remember what we did last week, let alone how to make it.
So they're all up there. I'll put a link to these drink recipes, and also they've got the mojitos. Not all of them are done, so bear with us. But yeah. All right, what's next? Here we
Next
go.
up is Jungle Bird.
Okay.
Jungle Bird. The Navy Grog that I made, by the way, the version that we made, I mentioned that the original grog was from the 1740s. That drink was from the 1940s, though. That's another Don Beach creation from Hollywood, California.
What else did Don Beach do?
Don Beach did the zombie.
See, I know this.
I barely do. That's how I used to study for tests, exams. I just memorize everything and forget it 10 minutes after I walk out of the
I
place.
don't blame you.
Anyway.
Cheat sheets.
Yeah, I got cheat sheets. This one, the Jungle Bird, probably so named because it came from the aviary bar at the Kuala Lumpur Hilton. It's not an American drink, and it has a twist to it that makes it. I mean, it's still a very fruity, very tropical looking cocktail, but it's got something that makes it different. You'll see what in a minute. What are we using? 1.5 ounces of dark. Yes, smell that? I mean, it's really quite.
Smell that rum.
It's really quite smooth.
Oh yeah, it's good.
We're using. Jesus.
He's running inside. What did we forget?
No, never mind.
Okay. What has he got on his little cheat sheet there? Oh, right. Okay. I know what he's going to get. I'll be back in a second. It's quite nice out here. I'm drinking my wine, waiting patiently for John. And here he comes. Oh, what is that?
Dumb as a bag of hammers.
That's all right. At least it didn't make me go.
Yeah. Couldn't quite bring myself to do
That's
that.
fine. That's my job. I gotta do something.
Well, you do the whole website. That takes 10 times as much effort as this does.
Nah, not really.
We're going to put in an equal amount of pineapple juice. Make sure you shake your juices, by the way, especially, like, the more natural they are, the more the stuff's going to settle to the bottom and separate. So make sure you give them a shake before you use them. Here's the big difference here. Remember this from the Negroni? This is the bitter components of the Negroni. This is Campari, an Italian aperitif. We're going to use 3/4 of that. So half as much Campari as we used of rum and pineapple juice.
Okay. That's the one that kind of gives it that, I don't know, how do we describe it? Spicy, I guess?
It's not.
No? I got the wrong one?
Not
All right.
really spicy, maybe a little bit.
Oh, it's the
Maybe
next
a little
one.
bit.
Sorry, I'm jumping ahead.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a bitter thing.
Okay.
1/2 ounce lime juice. Half ounce simple syrup.
You toy.
These things. Yeah. I bought all this stuff at the dollar store. It came to $7. These things are great though for simple syrup. They're just the condiment. The condiment dispensers. You can measure it very accurately. It doesn't spill all over the place and make everything sticky like I would normally do in one of these segments. And that's it.
Okay.
And that's gonna seem like a very simple drink when you see the list of ingredients for the next one.
I think this is the one we actually did the skinny version of.
Was it?
Yes, we did, because we just halved the booze. Yeah, this is the one. So it really doesn't, because I put even the calorie count. Aren't I nice? Not very nice for me. In each of the drinks, but this one's about 200, which isn't that bad.
There's one other distinguishing mark to this, and that is the garnish. And I'm going to try and do the garnish justice. Sticking with the aviary bar jungle bird theme, we're going to build a little bird. Now, when you buy a pineapple, it comes with the top leaves. So you cut a bunch of the leaves off. If you don't get it when it's fresh, you pretty much have to hack them off, but the fresh ones here come off quite nicely. So we're going to build ourselves.
Crafts. We're doing crafts.
Yeah, arts and crafts.
Jesus is behind the camera just staring at you. It's hilarious.
Hello, kitty.
Yeah.
As far as I know, these things aren't edible, but I guess if you drink enough of these, it wouldn't be too big an issue.
Yeah.
So you're going to take the cocktail cherry and you're going to spear.
So you got the leaves are not all in the same way. You've got like one going one way, one going the other way.
Well, I do, just because I think it looks kind of better.
Let's get the crafts going.
No, I think I'm gonna turn that over.
You gonna turn it over?
Yeah, I'm experimenting here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so the idea is that the leaves supposedly look like the tail plumage
Fran likes your shirt.
of a little bird. Thank you, Fran.
We wished you happy birthday in the beginning.
I hope you had a good birthday.
Yeah.
And we're gonna ride that on top.
Oh, isn't that cute? Oh, look at the cat's just staring at it. Oh my God! I wish you could see this. He's like, "Are you nuts?" Okay.
Actually, I'm gonna
You don't like it?
just gonna turn it around.
Oh, okay. I thought it was cute.
Yeah, that's cute.
Okay.
There we go. So
Isn't that
that's the little birdie. If you're drunk enough, you could maybe convince yourself of that.
pretty? Isn't that great? A little craft episode to go with drinking. I think that's super cute.
It's a different taste.
Okay.
It's if you're expecting it to taste what it looks like, you're either going to be delighted or disappointed.
Yeah, it's good. It is the one that I think is kind of spicy. It's got that the Campari is what I'm tasting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good though. It's really good. But it's not fruity tropically. It's more, I don't know how to describe it really.
Yeah, you really should try one.
Yeah, it's good.
I've
Yeah,
never
no,
I've never actually seen the thing on a menu. I found this on a website about tropical drinks. I think it was the Spruce Eats
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
They have some good stuff.
Now
The
we
last one, I'm going to enlist the help of my lovely assistant here because it is a blender drink.
do you want me to go get the blender?
No, do you want to do it in there so it doesn't drown everything out? Or?
No, like do you bring all the stuff? You have to put all the stuff in it. And
No, I'll just dump all the stuff into the smaller mixing glass.
Okay.
You just go dump it in the blender and bring it back up.
Oh, okay. I can do
Okay.
that. I have the technology. I can manage this. All
This
right.
one's the Jet Pilot. This is a 1958 drink by Stephen Crane at the Luau Restaurant in Hollywood, California. This is a riff off of, guess who, Don Beach's Test Pilot.
Before you go there, Jane just mentioned you can plant the pineapple top in soil and grow your own.
Really?
I did not know that. The Plant a Day guy didn't know that. Yeah, you can have to give that a whirl.
Yeah. Do pineapples even grow here?
Well, I think she lives in California, so
Oh,
it's okay. We'll give it. We can try.
Yeah.
It's hot enough for you. All right.
well, yeah. If we get many more summers like the ones that we just had,
That'd be cool.
yeah. Pineapples aren't trees, by the way. Pineapples are ground.
I had
know
no
that?
idea.
Yeah.
I did not know
Yeah.
that. Okay.
Anyway, like I said, riff on Don Beach's Test Pilot. I believe they were testing supersonic jets back in 1941 when Don Beach made the Test Pilot. The difference is grapefruit juice and cinnamon simple syrup, which I made. I made a little bit of this. You do it up like a regular simple syrup. In this case, I used 3/4 of a cup sugar, 3/4 of a cup water. Then you take 2 of those cinnamon sticks and you break them up into pieces. You get it boiling. Dissolve the sugar, just like you would making regular simple syrup. Throw the cinnamon in, take it off the heat, leave it covered for 6 hours, and you get this cinnamon infused syrup.
I need to add something to the recipe.
It's
easy.
yeah, but I mean I'm going to use 1/4 of an ounce, so it's I'll have that till we
Till I throw it out. Yeah.
Okay. Once again, the trio of rums.
So each of these has the 3 ounces of rum?
Not the last one.
Okay.
The last one only had 1.5 ounces, I believe, of dark. But yeah, the trio of rums is kind of a hallmark of the tiki drinks. In fact, the Navy Grog was another one of those ones that they marketed it by restricting it. They claimed that they wouldn't sell any more than 2 to any one person because it was so strong. Again, probably to cater to the masochistic tendencies of the stupid males that used to frequent the place.
Oh, yes. I'm glad you just said males and not...
Well, that's what it was. I mean, you know, oh, I'm not drinking that. That's a fruity drink. Well, the fruity drink's going to kick your ass. So you can only have 2 of them. Oh, well, wait a minute. Try that out. Again, so the thing that differentiates it here from the test pilot used some melts, probably pineapple, and I didn't look it up. So a half an ounce of grapefruit.
Okay.
Half an ounce of lime juice.
Got a lot of ingredients.
Yeah, this has an obnoxiously large ingredients list. I'm going to put a splash more because we found this a little on the sweet side.
Right.
So, the recipe calls for a half an ounce of cinnamon syrup and a half ounce of falernum. They're both spicy. But putting that much sweetness into it, we found was a little bit on the obnoxious side. So we're going to put somewhat less than half an ounce of cinnamon syrup. We're going to similarly cut down the amount of falernum we put in here.
Yeah, I remember this one. Kinda.
Yeah, and you were right. After I looked at the recipe again, it was like, yes, what I ended up doing was eliminating the cinnamon syrup because it was too sweet. But then we kind of missed out on the cinnamon, which is part of what makes it a jet pilot, not a test pilot. So I added it back in, but reduced it. 1 big old dash of Angostura.
Yep.
And then they call for either Pernod or Herb Saint, which is like a similarly anise flavored thing, or absinthe. And as it happened, we had the absinthe from the Sazerac.
Yeah, we bought it. So we were like, okay, what do we do with this?
Yeah.
All right.
6 dashes.
What does that equal?
A dash, according to Google, is 1/32 of an ounce. So
We're just going to put a dab.
So 3/16, about a quarter ounce of absinthe.
Okay.
So we're just eyeballing this to about a quarter of an ounce. And as I mentioned, this one is a blender drink.
Okay.
We're drinking it without putting it in the blender, and it works just fine. We're going to put they say about a half an ounce or a half cup of ice.
Okay. And now I'm going to go blend it. Wish me luck, I haven't used this blender before, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. If you hear any screams, it's me.
Yeah, we got a new blender. Well, not a new blender, a new to us blender. We had this old KitchenAid, and I swear you could probably grind up an old car. It was just that powerful. So we bought a used KitchenAid. We'll see how it works here. One thing I forgot to mention about the Navy Grog, it has its own particular garnish, I guess, if you could call it that. The way you're supposed to do it is take shaved ice or very finely crushed ice. Some restaurants have their own mold for this. You can use a Pilsner glass. I have neither. And as of a few days ago, we don't have crushed ice anymore because our ice machine gave up on it. So we have sort of abandoned the whole idea of doing this. But the traditional way of serving the Navy Grog is with a crushed ice cone.
There you go.
Thank you. And then the crushed ice cone the straw goes right through it, and the ice cone sits in the drink. And
you didn't make one?
No, I did. Well, I don't have any crushed ice, right?
Oh, right. Oh, you were telling them our whole saga on the ice machine.
Yeah.
That blender is kick-ass. That is an amazing blender. Holy crap.
Is it?
Yeah, it's good. We just got it. So, yeah. Now what?
So this should probably be in a short glass.
Do you want me to get a short glass? Like.
Well, let's see how it goes. Yeah.
Well, if you put ice in it.
Well, yeah, we could. So
do
we're gonna cheat. We're gonna fill this up with ice.
Yeah, why not, right? This is the Jet Pilot? Right. Okay.
This is the Jet Pilote. And with this one, it calls for sort of a simpler
No birdies?
Simpler type thing. We're not going to do a birdie, but we are going to decorate it.
I can just see that. Okay, good.
Yeah.
That thing's going to poke me right in the
Yeah,
eye.
we're going to try not to poke anybody in the eye here.
Oh, fancy. Look at that. Okay. Let's try this. All right.
Just take the garnish out.
Okay. Maybe don't do the garnish.
So if I had used the proper glass, which would have been one like this,
That's the one. That's really good.
a regular highball glass, it would have been wide enough to do that without performing ocular surgery.
That's the one I
on
like the
yourself.
best.
Is it?
Yeah. It's got, I can't really describe the taste, but that little bit of cinnamon, that's really good. Really good. Yeah, I mean, the Campari one's good too. They're all really good. I mean, you can't go wrong with freaking tiki drinks, but that's something else. Something.
Yeah, so the falernum absinthe cinnamon blend in that gives it a spice in the sense of like baking spices, not like peppers or whatever. That sets that apart, while the Campari bitters sets the Jungle Bird apart.
Yeah.
So a couple of tiki drinks that stray a little bit from the sticky, sweet, but potent as hell rum drinks.
Which is what I like.
Yeah.
Yeah. No sticky sweet, potent as hell. We don't have an appy because I was too lazy again. So.
Well, hardly lazy.
Well, okay, I was busy. But yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll get back at her next week.
Yeah. We're still in search of new musical local talent, by the way, with original music. If you are a local musician in an original band, or if you know anybody, please send them our way. We'll be happy to download by whatever and play their music in the background.
So, what are we thinking for next week?
Well, we were going to do the ugly drinks next week.
Yeah.
But that's been delayed. We're looking at trying to get a special guest on to torture. To share.
Go on vacation for crying out loud.
Share the drinks with.
Yeah.
So we don't know yet. Short answer. We'll flip through the catalog. We're thinking maybe before we completely leave the tropical thing. Tiki drinks are one thing. We haven't really touched on any of the creamy, coconutty things.
And he's going to have fun with Chi-Chi's. Well, I'm not even go there. Right. Just
Any of you from Mexico?
Yeah.
You know.
Just look it up. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Anyway, yes. I always do have fun with Chi-Chi's, and we'll see what we can come up with for creamy coconut things.
Oh, we should do that thing we did at Belos Vallarta. Remember? Many, many moons ago. Jan.
Well, we need Jan here for that.
I know. Jan, you must come. We need to do that. Yes. Coco Loco?
They're called Coco Locos.
Oh my gosh.
First time we were in Mexico, we stayed at a resort in Puerto Vallarta called the Belos.
Yeah.
They give you these big drinks in a big styrofoam cup called Coco Locos, and they were kick-ass.
Oh, they're delicious.
And very coconutty and very delicious. So we're going to see if we can recreate those.
Yep. For sure. All right, I think that's it.
That's it.
Okay, well, have a great rest of your weekend. I'm going to post up a link to the recipe. Go into the recipe site. Unfortunately, not all the recipes are there, but if you're looking for his famous mojitos and things like that, the Caesars, they are there. I did manage to get
famous
those in.
mojito.
Well, Rosemary likes them. There you go.
Okay,
They must be famous.
I'll
then.
take it, yeah. So now they're famous.
All right. Anyways, see you guys later. Have a great weekend.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.